So let's understand these steps. So whenever you see these type of equation, this is the equal sign. And here that you see is called the LHS, which is left hand side. And this side is called as the RHS, right hand side. So LHS means left hand side. And RHS means right hand side. An equation simply means that whatever value we have on the left side has to be equal to the value on the right side. That means this is called as the mathematical statement. Now we have to figure out the values of x for which the statement will be true. So how do we figure that out? So the first thing I do is we make sure that the variable should remain alone on one side. Alone on one side means it can be on the left side or it can be on the right side. And to do that, we make sure that whatever other quantities we have, like the constant numbers, we shift them to the other side. And how do we do that? So if I want to shift, we look at the sign. So let's say if I have plus sign on the left, and if I want to shift it to the right, then the sign will be minus. Similarly, if I have minus sign on the left, and if I want to shift it to the right, it becomes plus. And if I have multiplication sign on the left, then it becomes division sign on the right. And if I have division sign on the right, it becomes multiplication. So this is what you have to remember, that we change the sign, like we do the opposite sign of whatever constant we have. And how do we check the sign? We check the sign with the variable. With the variable means this is our variable x. So when I want to simplify it, I see that 2 is also connected with this x and 3 is also connected with the x. And we have to make sure that the x remains alone. So what I'll do is first I'll shift this 3 to the other side. And what does it mean? 3 here has a positive sign. So when I shift it to the other side, which is right side, this will become negative. So I do 15 minus 3. So I did 2x, I copied 2x as it is. Equals to sign is here, so equals to 15 is here, and shifted 3 to the other side, so it became minus 3. It was positive, but then it became minus. Is this step clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Then I'll subtract 15 minus 3. So sorry, you were saying something?
Can I write it down?
Yeah, let me solve it first, then you can write it down. So first understand and then you can write it down. So you say everything, whatever I'm saying in your brain when you're writing. First focus on understanding. So are these steps clear to you?
Yes.
The next step is still we have to find the value of x, but now I see this 2 is connected with the x. Now what is the sign between 2 and x? Can you tell me what is the sign between 2 and x? So 2x means this is 2 times x. That means 2 is being multiplied to x. That's when we write it as 2x, right? So now because 2 is being multiplied, so I'll divide both the side by 2. So I'll divide this also by 2 and I'll divide this also by 2. And when I do that, this becomes 1x equals to this becomes 6. And 1x is whenever we have 1x, we don't write 1 generally, we just write it as x. So x equal to 6, this will be our answer. So this is the value of variable for which this equation will be satisfied. Now you can copy.